All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Roszko show on a Tuesday night, man. On a big Tuesday night. Oh, let me adjust this real quick. So what's going on, everyone? What is good? How's everyone doing tonight? Let's get everybody up in here. We got a big show tonight. By popular demand, Seth Fowler will be joining us in a little bit. We get to ask him some good questions about, some stuff about reviewing sneakers. Also take some of you guys' questions as well if you have any questions for him as well. We'll also dive into some upcoming sneaker releases, get his thoughts and opinions on what he thinks, is hot and fire that's coming out. And so we're gonna get him in here about 5 minutes or so. So I usually start off to make some announcements. I like to make some announcements. We do have another guest book for September 1st, I believe. Let me see. The first Tuesday of September. The first Tuesday of September is September 1st. We will have Shade TV. She will be joining us on September 1st. So you might as well mark that down on your calendar today, right now. Take your second, do it right now. We got Shade TV joining us on September 1st. You guys asked for it, and that's what we're delivering here on my channel and for the Roszko show. So we got her coming on September 1st, and we got a big night, man. Yo, what up, Chris? What up, Nathan? What up, Roy? I see you. Dustin. DJ, what's up? Roszko, you did your hair. Man, it's the Roszko show, man. It's showtime, man. It's a showtime, man. We got to look nice. We got to look fresh, right? Ricky, what's up, man? Ryan, what's up, man? Luke, how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Who's excited, man? Who's excited? We got a big week ahead of us. We got Yeezys dropping on Saturday. We got the Yeezy 350 V2. We got some live cops on the way. We got the Samba Dunks on Friday. That's going to be an awesome live cop. And then the day after, we got the Yeezy 350 V2 Israfil. So it's going to be awesome. And then we rolling into next week. Next week, we got Union 4s. We got Azareth 700 feet V3s. I mean, the next 2 weeks are going to be absolutely insane. So hopefully you guys got your money saved up. Hopefully you guys are out there cutting the lawns, doing the yard work, taking out the garbage, holding on to your allowance money. Because the next couple weeks, there's a ton of awesome sneakers. Kobe, yes! It's Mamba week, man. It's Mamba week. I cannot wait to show you guys. I got an awesome pair of Kobe sneakers. One of my Grail Kobe sneakers. I just got them in. And I cannot wait to show you guys that video that I have coming very, very soon on that. So we're going to get Seth in here in a little bit. Let me see. Yo, what's up? Yeah, I know Lakers are playing tonight. I know you guys are all upset about that, but it's all right. It's game one. We all know Dame's gonna go off, man. Lillard's gonna go off. We'll see what the Lakers do tonight, though. We'll see what the Lakers do tonight. You know Dame's gonna show up for sure. He's on a roll. He's tearing everybody up. The bubble. 120 ml. What's up? Eeyore Johnson. Yo, Roszko, you think the Israfil is gonna be a limited release? It looks like it, man. It looks like it's not dropping at. I will have a how-to cop video coming very soon. I'm gonna make that tomorrow. I'll have that posted out for you guys very soon. But it looks like they're not dropping any foot sites. They're not dropping any foot sites right now. It looks like it's only going to be on Adidas and Yeezy Supply, and then possibly it's going to be probably at some boutiques. So I'll have all that information for you guys very, very soon. It looks like it's going to be, somewhat a little bit difficult to get. Think for the shame. If everybody's in here, smash that like button. Let's go. Let's get this trending real quick. How comfy are the one retros? compared to 350 V2s, it's like night and day, bro. Night and day. You're really comparing, you know, technology that was made in the 80s to a 350 V2 boost. Yeah, Yeezy Mafia posted the pre-orders if you want to do it. It's $80. Yeezy Mafia is a good friend of mine, so I kind of give him, you know, let you guys know about that if you guys are interested. $80 for that. But let me see. Let me get the invite real quick. Let's get the link in here. Copy. Let's paste that. And let's send it. So while we wait and we'll get Seth in here, let me see. Let me refresh this. Let me get the stream up. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Did you cop today? What? Cop what?
Your balls will thank you, and they definitely do. Sometimes you gotta get a little trimmy.
Tony D. Tony D with the ad. Tony D with the ad. Talking about balls. Yo, what's up, Roszko? Nothing much, man. We're set. That's coming in, man. Relax. We always save the first 5 minutes. It's the warm up, man. It's the pregame. We just hit the gym. Let us go through the layup line real quick. But we got Seth. Seth is here. We let him get situated. He's getting situated real quick. We'll get him in a few minutes. Did you hit the cause last night? I did see that. I'm kind of jealous that I didn't because I seen it on StockX. Cause is going for like $1,000. It's pretty cool. It looks like the MTV Moon Man, which is really cool. But I kind of regret not going for that right now. Did you check out the Supreme drop list? I did. How do you guys feel about the cross box logo? How do you guys think about that? Hold on, let me get my headphones on too. Hey, smash that like button. Let's see if we get the 150 likes real quick. Get Seth in here. Let me know when you're ready. You ready? All right, he's good. All right, so this man does not need any introduction whatsoever. He is probably one of the biggest sneaker YouTubers in the game, and I'm really excited to have him on tonight. And that is my man, Seth Fowler. Seth, can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hold on. Can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see.
There we go. Did that work?
Yes, I can hear you now. Okay, I had to put my volume up.
Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I lost you. Hold on. Can you hear him? Can you guys hear him? Seth you got it on mute. He was saying, "Hold on, we'll get it situated. Relax." Hold on. Let me see if I take the mic. Hold on.
Headphones. The headphone, like it thinks that the headphones are the mic, and I've got a mic down here, which is kind of frustrating. I don't know why it's not, but okay. I'll keep my volume low so that it doesn't like override the thing. There we go. Okay, cool.
We're good.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Seth, I just want to say thank you, man, for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate that. Definitely.
So. No, let me see. We're probably better off this way. Here we go. So I like to start off by just quickly asking you how I always start off is, what was your latest sneaker pickup, my man?
Ooh. Latest. I think it was some Kaiwai. I didn't buy these, but these are the Kaiwais that New Balance sent me. The Kaiwai, the Kaiwai. What are they called? Just the Kaiwai signatures.
Those are dude. Those are
bad.
sick basketball shoes.
Yeah, they're solid. They're solid performance shoes. Probably not something I'd wear like every day, like as a lifestyle shoe, but it's a solid performance shoe for sure.
I love that heel cap on it.
I know, right?
The heel cap with the NB on the how it's
ridiculous.
Kind of like popping out the shoe.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So is that Kawhi's first signature shoe?
Yep.
What was the shoe that he was playing with before?
It was the same way that like Nike has those just like all around performance basketball shoes. It was the same sort of thing. It was the Omnis, and it was just like a shoe that any New Balance basketball athlete wore. But now he's got his own signature. To be fair, I like the way that the Omnis looked better than the New Balance or the Kawhi signatures, but it's still a decent looking shoe. It reminds me a lot of like some of the earlier Adidas basketball shoes, and I guess maybe I don't know. I like it. It's unique.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Now you talked to the guy who actually designed that shoe, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did he say that Kawhi had any input in it, or was it just like full creative control?
It was Kawhi. Apparently him and Kawhi were like on the phone like a couple times a week. I didn't realize it was that. I'm sure like with Nike it's a little bit different. I'm sure with Adidas it's different, but with him, he said he was on the phone with Kawhi like once, twice a week, and Kawhi would be giving input on it like every little decision. So the Omnis was the shoe that he just designed straight up on his own, and then this shoe was one that he designed pretty much like in tandem with Kawhi. Like it was, I didn't realize how involved Kawhi would be, but apparently he was like constantly involved.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Is he playing in those right now?
Yeah, he played in those last night when they beat the Mavs.
Damn, I missed it. I probably didn't miss it. Damn, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So, you know, I want to ask you some questions, you know, get you dive into it, because you are, you know, when they think of sneaker reviewers on YouTube, I mean, you're one of the top guys. I'm not going to try to throw anybody underneath the bus here. I know there's a lot of people out there that do it. But you're definitely one of the top right now in the game.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
So how long have you been doing this, man?
Not too, like I started doing sneaker videos in like 2016, like beginning of 2016, but I've been doing YouTube videos since like 2007. I just never actually like really committed to it. And then in 2016 I committed, and that's when it really started taking off. And it was a slow burn, but it happened eventually.
You think you kind of caught the wave like right when it kind of like took off?
I think I missed like I was about a year or two behind like all the other guys. Like Tony and Bull had been doing it for 2 or 3 years by that point. Tom had been doing it for a couple of years. Kais, I think it was just like really blowing up at that point. So I think I had just missed like the first wave of people.
Mm-hmm. Now you were covering everything, or were you just like sticking with one thing?
I was doing like just pretty much all reviews. I was just going, because I was working in New York at the time, like really close to Soho, or like basically in Soho. So I would go to all the different stores and I would buy whatever shoes I could that were new, and I just review them and then return them like the next day. So I was reviewing everything I could, and then based on what would do well, I'd try and review more of those. So like I was starting like right when the Boost wave was taking off, so I would review a lot of Adidas Ultra Boosts and whatever Yeezys I could get, and then of course like all the new like Nike basketball shoes and Jordans and things like that.
Now, were you doing this all straight up, like full time, committed, like as is, or were you kind of like trying to balance it at the same time?
It was a balance. Yeah, I was working at a design. I was working at BarkBox, like when I was doing that. So I was doing a full time job, and then I would come home and then do like reviews the entire night. And the good thing is that my girlfriend at the time, wife now, my girlfriend at the time was. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. My girlfriend at the time was living in Philly. So it made it really easy, because I wasn't like going out and like trying to meet people. I was just like, I was able to be at home and just doing stuff. So like I would just work on videos, and that was about it. And then I'd go back to Philly on the weekend. So I really didn't have much of a social life, but it worked out in the end. So
I feel you. I understand what you're saying on that, because making videos myself. But so what made you want to do it? What like one day like, oh, I'm just gonna review sneakers on YouTube? What was that click that kind of started it all?
I think, to be honest with you, I think I was just like not doing like shit after work, and I was just like, I need to do something. I'm buying too many sneakers. Like I need to do something to make them like worthwhile. So I figured I was watching a lot of like Yo Auntie and Kais at the time, and I was like, this seems like a lot of fun. Like I really want to just buy sneakers and talk about them. So I started doing it, and it was just so much fun. And for the first like 6 months to a year, like nothing was happening. Like I was getting like a couple hundred views per video. Like no one was really following me. And then I went to SneakerCon I'd been going to SneakerCon for like, because I was customizing sneakers before, but I went like just as a YouTuber at the end of 2016. And I think at that point I had like 8,000 subscribers, and I used that opportunity to try and meet like all the other sneaker YouTubers. And at the time I was like, okay, cool. If I get in with one of these YouTubers, like everything will work out. And while it did help, because they were able to like help me learn about YouTube, I really thought that like collabs would be the move. But I learned that I just needed to grind. And that was like really where it really like it hit me. I was like, shit, like I really need to just be doing this constantly. And that's sort of meeting all the other YouTubers and seeing the success that they had. I was like, I want this and I'm just gonna go for it. So it was a grind after that for sure.
Now I've heard you say this in your videos. So you were in engineering, right?
Design, industrial design. So it was basically designing and doing like, it was a lot of designing the aesthetics of something. Like, so I did a lot of water bottles and water bottles and kitchen utensils when I came out of college. So it was a lot of that. But while doing that, you'd also have to do some simple like engineering. Like you'd have to figure out the way that like threading works when you screwed on a bottle top, like how like the different tolerances and the way that the plastic was molded so that it could actually work. Like really simple engineering, but it was a little bit of engineering, but it was mostly like visual stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, but do you think your background kind of helped you into this realm, or like, because like every time I mean, you have a joke about, I think it was your foam runner video. Like, you know me, I'm a huge Yeezy guy. I'm like one of the biggest Yeezy stands out here on YouTube. But I mean, the way you like even joked about like, oh, it's because like I actually care about the molding and how it's actually made. Like that was like what I'm interested in. I know a lot of people ain't, because you got a lot of kids that just want to like, oh, what's this cool? But so you think that kind of helped you in a sense, like?
Definitely. Yeah. Like it definitely gave me a bigger appreciation for it. And I think it's one of those things where like, if I wasn't such a fan of just like ridiculous like design, I feel like I would be one of those people who hated those shoes too. But I just love how crazy they are. You know what I mean? Like how ridiculous they look. And so I think that's what really drew me to them. And how do you feel about the D-Rose Yeezys?
Oh, I'm in the same boat, man. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. Like I there needs to be two sections in the sneaker industry. You got the OG retros, you got the classics, but there needs to be like another section where there needs to be moving the ball forward, moving the, you know what I mean? And I never thought that making like, I like what Nike's been doing with the space hippies and doing like more recyclable materials, because I felt like that was like, you know, that's a good way and a new wave. I just never was a fan of like the electronic sneakers.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's cool and it's dope for like, you know, people that are into technology, but is it practical?
Yeah, exactly. I agree. 100%.
And like, I felt like with Yeezy now, with like how they're doing, like, you know, the guy's trying to make like clothing out of the sheep, like on the farm and like all this and like algae shoes. And like, and I like how it's different. It's weird. And I like how people hate it. And when people hate it, I'm totally intrigued by it. Yep. Like even those boots. Have you seen those boots?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I would wear those. I mean, they're ridiculous, but that's why I want to wear. Like, I want to walk around in those. They're crazy.
Oh, just because people hate them? Oh, that makes me even like them even more.
Definitely. Like, 100%. Yeah.
Let's say the slides. Like the slides came, dude. Oh my god, the hate that the Yeezy slides got. It was so funny how that worked out. And now you see every Instagram model's wearing them on there. So you, all right. So I know one of the major questions I got asked from the chat was like, I want to get this out of the way real quick before we got 400 people in here. I appreciate everyone for joining in. If you guys are new in here, smash that like button. See if we get up to 150 likes. We got Seth Fowler in the building. Do you have like, say there's like some kid that's watching, right? He's in his teens, younger, and he wants to be the next Seth Fowler. What advice would you give them?
Honestly, I think that anyone can do it. I think it's just a matter of finding like your unique voice and just sticking with it, and then finding what works for you, and then just being consistent with it, and like not stopping even when it seems like it's not working out. Because I mean, YouTube is so huge, and everyone uses YouTube. So no matter what you think like is going to be popular, you don't realize that there's a whole different like subset of people who don't realize that there's something else that they're not getting that they would want to watch. Like for example, like I mean, I don't know if you watch Botter Boy Nova. Have you seen him at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I will just say one thing. Like I'm Manual Gang. I'm Manual.
Fair enough.
We're Manual Gang. I'm for the average folk out here, man, trying to cop sneakers. But I see
Manual Gang too. I've tried bots in the past, but I couldn't get them to work, so I gave up. Like I haven't done that since like 2014. But like the idea of like, I would have never thought that people would have wanted to watch someone sit at a computer and like type in code the whole time. Like that would never occur to me to be something that like people would want to see. But I mean, he's blowing up because he's doing that. Like, and I watch his videos every so often. Like it's again, like you said, like Manual Gang, it doesn't really help me. at all, and I don't really learn anything from it, but it's something that people really want to see. And that's just one example. I think everyone, like you in particular, dude, your live streams like go off, man. Like, and I didn't realize how big of a thing sneaker live streaming could be, you know? And it's just like, it's so cool to see.
Well, I don't know. Somehow people think like I'm entertaining, which I still don't understand. But I don't know. Like, yeah. But the only thing with I feel like with bots nowadays, though, bro, like they have just ruined the fun out of it. Like I understand. Well, I want Barter Boy Nova on here one day, and we can have a massive debate.
That would be great. I'd love to see
a massive debate. But like him copping 100+ pairs.
Oh, I did see that video
from Shoe Palace. I will never buy from Shoe Palace ever again. And I've stated this on record. If I get an opportunity to sit at the desk with some of these executives, I'm gonna rip them apart. Like, how can you ship that? How can you ship 100 pairs to a single address? Like, come on.
It's ridiculous. It really is.
like people got mad at me because I posted a video yesterday or whatever because we copped Travis Scott 33s at the Nike outlet. They would hit the outlets.
Oh yeah,
people were scooping up pairs, but they allowed 5 pairs only. Like there was a max. There's no max online. You can just feast if you can get through. And then you have some girl out there want the satin black toes that actually wants to wear them.
Yeah, exactly.
She can't even get them.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, what's going on? Like it's just like 2020 in a nutshell, man. It's just
it really is. It really is. And the thing is, like, the fact that these shoes are even harder to get makes it even more appealing to the wrong people too. Like, not the wrong people, but like kids who don't understand, like they don't have their own sense of style, or they don't understand the history, or whatever it is, whatever reason that people like sneakers, they want them because they're hyped and they're hard to get. Which, to be fair, like as a collector, that's something that you're always like kind of partial to the stuff that's hard to get. But like you really start to pull people out of the woodwork who don't even care about sneakers just because they want something that's hard to get, or they want to make money off something that's hard to get. Oh, imagine being a sneaker designer in today's world. No. Imagine if you design your shoe and some kid just comes up, you like talking about the shoe, like, oh, I did this. Some little kid walks up to you, be like, oh, that's a brick. I don't want that. Like, that's a brick. Like, that don't got no resale value. Like, doesn't even look like the thought process of what you could have, like, like the foam runners is Ararat. It's named after a mountain. Like, there's a thought process in it. No, it's just like, oh, that's a brick. I don't want that. Hold on, we got some donations. I'm sorry, guys. Hype Beast, thank you for $10 donation. Says, hey Seth, what's your all-time favorite Yeezy and why? Shout out to Yeezy Gang 2.0 and sick new YouTube countdown, Roszko. Thank you. So, what's your all-time favorite Yeezy? Probably the 700s, the OG 700s. I just love them, and that was another shoe that I bought. Like I pre-ordered it right when the pre-orders went live, thinking like this shoe is not gonna be worth anything because no one's pre-ordering it, but I just really liked the way that it looked because it was like that was right when like that style of like dad shoe runners was like just coming up, and I was like, I love the paneling on the shoe. I think the colors are different. Like I like it because it's different. And then and even still, like I still think it's a great looking shoe and it's comfortable. It's like stupid comfortable, and so that's still my favorite. Yeah. How about you? Well, no, the Wave Runners are absolutely fire. I mean, from now it like. If you go 350s, the Zebras are classic. Yo, definitely. Even though they restock them 100 times, I still love them. But I've been riding with the Quantums, man. The Quantums are great. So, like, it's just like a shoe that we're getting back into big, bulky basketball sneakers again. Yeah, everything's low cut, small, thin, like basketball shoes. Now we're going big, bulky. I'm all for it. Yeah, definitely. And it's full length boost is super comfortable. So that's my favorite. That's like that and the 700 V3s are two of my favorite Yeezys. Oh, the 700 V3s are dope. Yeah. Which color of the V3s do you like the best? Like even out of the ones that haven't come out yet. I would go OG Azales and then this new one. Oh, the blue ones? The blue ones, then the black pair. I mean, black Yeezys. I mean, I got plenty of them. Yeah, I got plenty of them. But that blue one is something new. It's something different, and I expect chaos next. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Unions and 700 V3s dropping on the same day. Crazy. Yeah. You gonna go live for that? Are you copping those? I want to see your review on those. You getting them early? I'm gonna try. The problem is like before all this like before COVID, like it was so easy to just go to Stadium Goods or wherever and buy shoes early. And they'd be expensive, but usually like the video and the views and everything would be worth it. But now like people just aren't backdooring pairs anymore because they can't even get into the stores. So it's a lot harder to get this crate, especially like Union. It's hard enough to get Union early anyway, just because there's such a smaller like brand and they keep such a tight lock on their stuff. Yeezys are easier just because people are still able to, you know, for some reason all these Adidas stores still backdoor them. But like I'm gonna try to get them early, and I feel like especially just because my channel is a lot of reviews. I found that if I review a shoe like a week after it comes out, people aren't as interested in it, at least only, but I've only noticed it in my channel or some of the other channels that mainly focus on reviews because they're on to the next thing already. So like if I'm going to spend the money on something like a Union 4, which is a shoe that I like, which if I got for retail, I'd keep. But if I'm buying it for resale, I need to have like a good, essentially a business reason to buy it. Like I need to be able to have some return from it to make it worth it. Otherwise it's like,
which
so I'm
color?
gonna try and get them early if I can.
You going black or what's a guava? Which ones?
You know, it's funny. I was gonna go black before, and I think if I still get the option, that's probably the one that I would go for. But I'm really liking the guava ice now. Like someone sent me a video on Instagram of her wearing the guava ice. She'd gotten like an early pair somehow, and I was like, damn, those actually look really, really. And then apparently that's the Union exclusive, the Union side exclusive, which I didn't know. I thought it was just a women's pair, but apparently it comes in all sizes. Yeah,
really. Yeah, the guava. I saw Jerry had a pair.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I was like, those are clean. Those are nice. But, like, the folded tongue still gets me, though.
It does.
I know
I would flip
it's
that tongue
different. I like them. They're different. It's unique. And it's like, when it comes to Jordans, I like when they think outside the box a little bit.
Yep.
But, I mean, they're still going to – people hated them. And then I think they're going to be impossible to get. $1,000 resale, easy.
Definitely. Sure.
We got Soul Premise. Thank you, Soul
Nice.
Premise
Soul
bags.
Premise.
Anthony, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Towards your next proxy, Waterboy Nova Life. All right, we're not going to talk about that.
I was just using the green backpack he sent me today I was filming something for my friend, and I just used this green backpack. But I was using it for camera gear, but it works great for camera gear because it's got all those little pockets. It's perfect.
Yeah, man. He's a huge fan. He's my guy. It's my guy back there. Big and Brown, thank you for the $3 donation. My faves. Hope to see more. Seth, your socks are fire. Yeah.
Nice.
We can dive into that. So you are like this business venture now, man. Are we gonna see you on Shark Tank very soon, bro?
That would be sick. I'd be down. Yeah, I'd love to, but probably not.
So no, I want to talk about your shoe. Do you have a pair? Do you have a pair with you right now?
Yeah, I got a couple. Well, which one? We got the blue ones.
We got like what do we got? We got multi. I know you got the black and you got the Ravens one. Come on.
Yeah, I got the black one. We got the blue one. And then I got the one that like this guy basically collabed on my shoe and made it better than I made it, which was kind of depressing at first, but it's just a dope shoe. So
I will say those are fire too, though.
Yeah. So this is the one that Jason Negrito did. That he did like the really dope, basically like collab on, and it just looks incredible. I'm like really mad that I didn't think of this.
Are you the first sneaker YouTube to have his own sneaker?
No, there was a lot of back in like right before I started, a bunch of YouTubers went to Saucony and all got collabs. I think it was Tony, Hess Kicks, Bullet, Yo Anti, and I think someone else. Who was it? I don't remember who it was, but there was another YouTuber. Like they all got like their own colorway of Sauconys, and I think it was like they had 100 to 200 pairs made, and that was sick. Like I'm jealous as hell of that collab.
Well, yeah, they had a Saucony. I mean,
but to be fair, I was the first one, I think, to design a shoe from scratch. I think. Now there's people who we've gone to events where like Adidas would let us design a shoe and then they'd make it for us, but it was like a one-off. I think I'm the first one to design a shoe and have it made. But I mean, there have been other like customizers who have done that themselves, but they have YouTube videos, but I don't think they're sneaker YouTubers. I don't know. It's a bold claim. I don't know if I'm willing.
Honestly,
I don't know if it's true.
I'm all for someone in this realm to keep pushing keep going higher, and open up more doors for everyone else. You know what I mean? So that's really dope for you to even do that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
But how hard is it to design your own sneaker? Like, what was can you just I know it's probably a huge like backstory, but can you just give us like a brief of like, what was the process of designing your own sneaker, man?
It was different because I thought it would be easy because I had designed other stuff in the past. Like I designed stuff that was more complicated than a shoe, but I didn't take into account how much it is fashion design as it is like engineering industrial design, which I've always been an admirer of fashion. I've always liked it, but I've never been like, I've never been a style icon, you know what I mean? So it's like it was tough on that sense, in that sense that like it was kind of bridging the gap between like what I thought would be a cool design that I would wear, but also be something that other people would wear. And one thing I realized, well, so to give you an idea of the process, We Are Underdogs reached out like last November, and I think I just did like maybe 2 months of sketching just to try and come up with like some concepts that I liked. We did online voting between the two concepts, picked one, and then they started sampling it based on some like tech drawings that I had done. And then I think it was right before COVID in March, I flew out there and we made our first sample, which, to be fair, didn't come out exactly how I wanted. And I wish I hadn't shown that sample because it really kind of, I think, turned some people off to the shoe. But it was important to show just because like we needed to show the process, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the shoe released. We did pre-orders because we didn't know what the demand was going to be like. So we released the shoe in April. And then we released the second. We did a contest for the second colorway, which that released in July, I think, and they're making pairs now. And then we have pre-orders for the black pair right now as well. And I think, from what I know, I think this is the last colorway that we're doing of this shoe. I don't know if I can talk about the future.
Whoa! We got a multi-year deal. What are you over here? You guys signed a multi-year deal. He's locked down, guys. Adidas, Nike. Breaking news right now: you cannot sign Seth Fowler. He's already locked down with We Are Underdogs, right? We Are Underdogs.
We Are Underdogs is the plug for sure.
So wait, you can get those you can get those ones right now.
Yeah, these ones are available. So they're not going to ship until I think like October because they're still making these ones, and it's like the factory is working on other stuff in addition to these, so they're making them like kind of in order. So I think these ones you can buy them now, but they won't ship until like November. I think.
How do they run?
They run true to size.
True to size. Okay.
Yeah.
And how much was the retail price on those?
Retail price is $200. Which, to be fair, there's one thing I realized after putting the shoe out is that 200 is a lot, like especially when it's not like a name brand shoe, well, not like a Jordan or something like that. But the thing is, the materials that we use on the shoe are so. We Are Underdogs in general is a designer brand essentially, and they use like the best materials. Like they get all these leathers and stuff from like 5 miles from the factory in Portugal, so it's all like locally sourced and all this crazy stuff. It's like it's the same factory that does I don't know if I can actually say that, but it's the same factory that does some shoes for some other like big designer brands. But what We Are Underdogs does, because it's a passion project for the guy who owns the company, they just try and sell it as cheaply as possible. So like there's really no profit margin on the shoe at all. Like we're doing this because we love it. Like I'm not really. I think I make like, again, I don't know if I should say this. I make less than $5 per shoe. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're not doing it because we want money. We're doing it because it's just fun to do.
Does it say like SF anywhere? Like, is there like a signature? Like, what is it like?
Yeah, there's a signature on the back.
Woo!
I know, right? And it's on the insole too.
You must have been so
Dude,
yeah, I know. Your adrenaline must have I would have went crazy. So you can get those right now. That's dope. I might have to get a pair, but bro. Why do you have to do? I know you're a Ravens fan, man. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm from Boston. I am a diehard Patriots fan. I don't know if I could do it with the Ravens colorway, bro. But I might just do it because getting to know you, I might have to now.
Well, at least I'm not an Eagles fan. I mean, I'm sure that helps you out a little bit.
Thank God. But hey, we did get the W last night. We did get those Sixers. Man. You get the Sixers jacket on right now. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a big fan of the Sixers, but I know when like we're not going to make it very far. And with Ben being out and the way that we played last night, now to be fair, Gordon Hayward's out for 4 weeks now. Apparently,
it's all right. Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's Jason Tatum and James Brown. Those two are the teams right now. Jason Tatum is going to be one of the top 5, maybe hopefully fingers crossed in the NBA in the near future. I mean, he's got his own signature shoe. I wouldn't be surprised if he has his own signature shoe coming soon.
For sure. Yeah, and honestly, what sucks too is that we traded. I think we had the 3rd pick in the. We could have taken Jason Tatum, but we traded up to get Markelle Fultz, who ended up being the biggest bust ever. And every year I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did we do that?
But you're that coach for the Sixers. I mean, I don't know how you. I think he's on his. I think
guy. Like I feel bad.
But you know what I had been so funny was Al Horford. Al Horford last get 6 points, and I think he got it he put back. He shot it, got his rebound, put it back. It was a great play.
Right.
He's like screaming. Like everyone's like 6 point rebounds. I'm like, all right, guys, calm down a little bit, Al. Al, you're a nice guy, you know. But so hey, we got everyone in here. We got 450 people. I mean, I appreciate everyone joining in for a Tuesday night. I mean, this is nuts. Smash that like button. See if we get over 200 likes. We got Seth Fowler.
I haven't liked yet. I'm gonna like right now.
We got Seth Fowler in the building. If you guys got any questions, fire them off too. This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to ask him. I know he doesn't really, you see him all the time in his reviews, but this is your opportunity. If you have any questions, my thing is too. I want to ask you real quick. Working with brands, right? You work with what? You work with obviously New Balance, right? You got that New Balance. You work with Adidas. I mean, you did that thing with the Adidas. Like it was like exclusive. Where you show up in a room and just like open up a space like box.
Yeah, that was sick.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was really nuts. That was like not even like I don't think I even got to use that as a video. I think that was just like it was like an ad that they basically did. It was, or maybe I did it. I don't remember if I got. I don't remember, but that was a crazy day for sure.
Yeah, and then you obviously know people in the Pharrell team, right? You know the Pharrell team.
I don't. It's I know the Adidas marketing team. So what's interesting is that Adidas. Everything that's like Adidas that's not Yeezy pretty much has the same marketing team. There's obviously like things are split up with like basketball and running, but they all kind of are the same people. But the Yeezy team just is completely separate. Like I've talked to some of the people at Adidas and they're like, we can't even get early Yeezys. Like we can't even get, and we get early everything else. Like they have Pharrells that they're wearing that like don't come out for months. But like the Yeezy team is just like, it's like completely shut off. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I had a few of them that reach out to me that talked to me in the past. But sick. Like, yeah, I mean, the Yeezy team hooked me up with the Quantums and the
No way, dude. That's the hookup, dude. Yeah. I don't know anyone who you're the only person I know that's gotten the Yeezy hookup. That's crazy.
I'll send you a DM later. I'll let you know later. And then have you ever worked with Nike? Does Nike even reach out to YouTubers anymore? Or those days are over?
Like the really big ones, like Kais and Cousteau. I think Cousteau in particular, because he's just like, he was doing brand stuff like way before. He also worked for Nice Kicks for years as a writer.
Oh, did he? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he it was Nice Kicks or Kicks on Fire. I think it was Nice Kicks. But he co-wrote the theme song for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like he's done real like crazy shit before this. Yeah. So he had just like industry connections beforehand, and he's like the nicest dude. And like I've always like whenever I had a question, I'd text him like, "Yo, how much should I charge for this?" Or "Yo, how much should I do?" He's just like, he's the man. But Nike really only works with like the big guys. Jordan Brand, they're on and off. Like they mainly work with like the ESPN and Bleacher Report and things like that. But every so often, like we'll get invited to events. Like back when they were doing a lot of stuff in New York, I would go to all those events just because I was local and they'd invite me. But like now that to be honest, back when they were like slowing down when Boost was huge, they would like have events like every other weekend because I think they were trying to build up hype. But now that they're hype again, like the events have kind of stopped. Obviously with COVID and everything, but like before that, the events kind of stopped because they're like, well, we don't need you guys anymore.
Well, I've always they definitely don't need us. This is how it goes. But like, what do you think about the dunks, man? What do you think about the dunk hype being back, man? I mean, I haven't been able to sniff a dunk all year, bro. And I go for every pair. I just can't fathom spending $400 or $500 on a dunk, bro.
Yeah, I agree. It's the same. Honestly, like I was never like a huge dunk fan. Like I was around for the dunk craze in like the mid 2000s and like 2010s, but I wasn't like really ever huge into them. And it was mainly because I just couldn't get pairs. So I was like, if I can't even get pairs, like I don't want to get too into them because I'm just going to like be spending money I don't have, especially like when I was in college and like in high school, there was no way. So I just don't have that same sort of nostalgia that people have, So I'll grab them if I can, but like if I can't, I'm not going to like.
Do you think it's here to stay? Like we're going to see this all through 2021, or do you think this is going to cap at some point?
I'm interested because I feel like the thing that I think made Dunk so interesting was the collabs and like the craziness of the collabs. And we've started like, obviously we had the Chunky Dunkies, we had the Grateful Deads, like those are nuts. And I think people really get drawn to the Dunks because they're crazier than a lot of the other stuff we've had recently. So I think as long as the collabs continue to be strong, I think Dunk hype will remain. But I feel like with every shoe, it's going to slow down. I mean, I feel like the Air Jordan 1s are going to start slowing down. I mean, if they haven't already, So I feel like everything comes in waves.
I feel like it's so mainstream now, though, with like Jordan 1s and like 350 V2s that I don't
exactly. Yeah.
Hold on, I got to take my dog's bar.
Oh, yeah. Do your thing.
Bane, come on, man. We got to let you out. Let's go.
What's up, chat? How you guys doing? Favorite least weekend seems like a pack. Yeah, dude, this weekend's crazy.
Poor guy was barking at me, trying to get out. So
I
how did
was trying to catch up with your chat, but dude, they're crazy. They're going ham in there. There's so many people.
I was like, what's up, Seth? Look at that, everyone.
What's up, guys?
If you guys got any questions, man, ask them, man. So we didn't touch about your socks. So what's this? So you started a new sock company?
Yeah. So me and my old college friend, we were like sitting around during like the quarantine. Like I was still doing videos on the side, but things had slowed down. He was working from home, and we were both like, this is the time to start something, you know. And we were trying to think of something that we could make. So we went to school for like product design to make things, and we were trying to think of something that we could make. And we realized that socks are perfect because I already had the audience to market to because it fit with sneakers. And he was really great at like fashion design and things like that. So we teamed up in that way. He does a majority of the design work. Like I give input. I do all that sort of like, I'll do like a couple of socks here and there, but he's the one who really comes up with like the colorways and things like that. That's why they're so good. And then, but like the thing that's been really fun about it is that like, it's one of those things where I've done t-shirts in the past, but everyone does t-shirts, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've never been successful with t-shirts. Whereas with socks, there's just so few people like really going hard on socks. It's just such a new and open thing that's just like we have so much room to explore and try new things. And if we mess up on something, it's not a huge deal because we'll have more socks coming out later. Like with t-shirts, I feel bad because what'll happen is I'll buy a bunch of t-shirts, none of them will sell, and then I'll just be stuck with t-shirts. But with socks, it's like, okay, well, you know, socks I can wear underpants, and I can wear, if I have like a bunch of stock left over, I can just throw on a bunch of pairs of socks and I'll just have socks for life. Where, you know, with t-shirts, it's like you can't wear the same t-shirt every day. I don't know. But
that's true.
But regardless, like
but these are selling out, right? These are selling. You're selling out like within like minutes. Like is these like the new hottest item? Are we putting these up on StockX very soon?
It was, dude, I didn't expect that at all. That was like we were trying to like, so we bought, I think it was the first drop we had 500 pairs of socks, and we really didn't think they were going to sell out, first of all. But we were like, how long will it take? We were trying to bet on which colorway would be the one that, if it did sell out, which one it would be and how quickly it would be. So we did early access because with early access, you can like, we just felt like it would make it would give the people who signed up like on the email, it would kind of give them a little bit of an advantage and sort of help us gauge interest on what people would like. So we did that the night before thinking, people maybe buy like 20 pairs of socks and then we'll know sort of which colorway is going to do the best. But it's sold out in early access, and we were like, holy crap, that's nuts. We didn't expect that. So then with the second drop, which we had already bought before, like around the same time as the first drop, so we were gonna. It was still a low number of socks. We decided to do early access much closer to when the socks would release. The socks released at 11 a.m. We did early access, I think, 2 hours before, thinking that, okay, it sold out in like 3 hours the first time in early access. This time it'll be the same sort of thing. It'll still give people the chance to buy socks. But the second drop sold out in 20 minutes in early access. So with this new drop, we bought a lot more socks, and we're not doing early access just because a bunch of people who really wanted to buy the socks just didn't have the opportunity before. Now, to be fair, they could have signed up for the email, so that's kind of on them. but no, we really did want to give more people the chance, and we felt like even if they don't sell out, that's fine because we just want to make something cool and want people to be able to have the chance to wear something that we made. So if they sell out, great. If they don't, great. But we're just kind of doing it for fun, and it's not like it's not something that we're relying on for income, which is really helpful because we can still have fun with it. Like if it was a full-time job, like it'd be a lot harder to have fun with like the drops and the photo shoots and stuff like that, because it would just be like, well, this has to sell or else we're not going to be able to eat. Whereas we both have full-time jobs. Like we're both able to just have this as a side fun project. So that's been really helpful.
I mean, damn, congrats, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
So when's the next drop?
Friday.
Friday's Wow, Friday chat. Friday, next drop.
Friday. Yep. Friday at 11 a.m.
How much does socks go for?
$15. $15 per pair. So we undercut Stance on price, but we're not selling you like we're more expensive than H&M, but we're selling you better quality than H&M. We're actually, the factory that we go to does, I think it's, I don't know if I should say this because then I might give away our factory, but I'll just say they do like, damn, I really want to, it's just like one of those, like just a company that gets nice socks. We go to the same factory that they go to. And so
that would make a dope vlog, like behind the scenes, man. Like like for me, like I went to school for business. I'm a huge business nerd. I'm a nerd, bro. When it comes to like I do accounting on like I don't do this full time yet, but like I do accounting. So I'm a huge business guy. So it's like I love that shit. I love that stuff. Yeah. So I just want to get these real quick because we got tons of donations already. Solar 2K, thank you for the $3 donation. What do you guys think of the offline black Mentas? I never seen those.
That sounds familiar. Type of man.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Jumpman Chris. I see you in here.
Oh, what's up, man?
And also Monster Banana. Hello.
Oh, what's up? Hey.
Thank you for joining.
I saw your guys' live stream that you did. Was it last week or was it? It wasn't that long ago. Was it a couple days?
No, yeah, not that long ago. I'm trying to get everybody up in here, man. I'm trying to get everyone in here. I have a break. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thoughts on the high-end fashion Burberry? What's the perfect pizza?
I don't know what that is.
All right. Well, what's the perfect pizza for me? I'm cheese pizza all day, bro. Classic cheese. If you can't do a cheese pizza right, I don't want to eat it. I don't want it. That's it.
I agree with you on that. Cheese is the way to go for sure.
And that's it. Thank you. So thank you guys. If you guys have any questions too, I shoot them off real quick. I know we've been going back and forth. We didn't open it up for the chat yet. Roszko voice changed when he mentioned banana. I wonder why. Ooh, simp. What's Seth's basketball team?
Sixers.
So you're what? Sixers, Ravens. Those are two teams.
Yeah, I'm not really a baseball fan, and I'm not really a hockey fan. Like, I grew up going to Orioles games, but like I just never really was into it. So like, I guess if I had to pick, I guess I would say the Orioles. But like, I mean, the Phillies are. I go to more Phillies games now too than I've ever gone to Orioles games. So I don't really, you know.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Are you a baseball fan?
Sox, bro. Fenway Park, bro. We eat out. We stay with the hot. We drink our beers. Have a Fenway Frank. I'm telling you, man. Hefe V, thank you for the $2 donation. What up, Roszko and Seth? Wedding day is October 30th, 2021. Congrats, man.
Nice. Congrats.
Hopefully, I expect my invite in the mail too, by the way. I'll let you know my address later. Aaron, thank you for the $5 donation. Could you cop the 750 or the 350 black reflective? Which one?
Ooh.
Honestly, probably whatever's cheaper. Both are dope. I would take a 750 probably because 750s aren't coming back.
Yeah, it's true.
750s ain't. I know everybody asks me like, "Oh, when 750s come back?" They're not coming back right now. They're not coming back. Monster Banana asks, "What pieces are you looking forward to, Seth?"
What shoes am I guess right now it would have to be the 4s, the Union LA 4s. Actually, no. You know what? I did just buy on Flight Club because I couldn't find it anywhere else. Well, for that would ship in time, but the denim 3s, but not the ones that are coming out in the US, the ones that released in Japan, because I love that Japanese text on the back, and they're basically the same shoe other than that. So I'm gonna do a review of those as like an early review, even though they're not really early, but it's kind of the same shoe.
Nice.
But I love those. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those in, or even just the denims that are releasing like on the 20 whatever day of the week it is. Yeah. How about you?
Me, it's those blue 700 B3s.
Oh, nice. That's true.
Yeah, and then anything quantums for next month. I think there's supposed to be a quantum restock, and there's supposed to be some new ones coming. I don't know. I just want, shoe of the year besides Seth's shoe.
Appreciate that. Oh man. I guess if you were to go off hype, it would have to be the Dior's, but like that's not like they're not anything. I don't know.
I would not do that.
I mean, they're handmade, so there's that. But like,
they're not obtainable. How can you put that as a sneaker of the year if they're not obtainable? Like, it's impossible to get.
For me personally, it would be the New Balance Joe Freshgood 992s. But that's just me personally because I just love that shoe. I think if you're going off like innovation, it might have to be like one of the Space Hippies, to be honest, because those shoes are crazy.
New design, new sneaker. Like, yeah, because it's a new sneaker. Like,
new design. Yeah. How about you?
Oh, well, I mean, I would take, I know people are going to put like, well, as far, I'd have to break it down. Like you can't, I mean, we could fill the whole list up with dunks, unfortunately. I mean, that's just how it is.
Yeah, 100%.
But I would take, I think my two favorite for dunks has been the Grateful Dead and the Strange Loves. I think the Strange Loves are pretty cool. Yeah. As far as Jordan releases, Jordans, I mean, people are going to you got to throw a classic in there. So what's been a classic color? I think that hasn't released is coming soon. I know people might say Flint 13s might get in there.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's going to be Fire Red Force if they drop Black Friday.
Yeah,
I think those could be in there in the mix.
that'd be crazy.
But as far as like Adidas Yeezy stuff, Adidas has been like, I don't know what's going on with Adidas. Don't get me started with Adidas. I mean, they're dropping 4Ds finally, but
I know, yeah, that I'm hyped on that. I got a pair on the Adidas app, which it looks like a lot of people got on the Adidas app. I thought they were more limited than they are, at least from what I've heard.
I took an L.
Really?
Yeah, I took an L. I've been taking L on everything on Adidas, man.
Those are sick. I like those, but they're not game changers. They're something that they should have done in 2018. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty cool. I think they're like it's kind of like new technology with the old vibe, and it's like looks different. I don't mind it. Plus, they make them finally affordable.
That's what I like it a lot as like a shoe that I would wear personally. But like if you're comparing it to other shoes, like for the I don't know if we're still talking about shoe of the year, but like for shoe of the year, it's like it's 40, which is awesome, and I love. 40 is an awesome technology, but we've seen it so much, and then it's the upper, the Ultra Boost, which I love, but we've seen it so much. It's just not. It's a combination of technologies that people have wanted for so long, and then they decide to give it to us like after it really like I don't know. I feel like they kind of I don't know. You're right. Like Adidas, like I feel like they're almost getting it, but like they're timing this off.
I think they're fine. I think I'm excited though for a few shoes, even though I know a lot of people might not be. I'm excited for Sean Witherspoon's shoes, man.
Oh yeah.
I know I saw a Complex little Yachty said that's one of his favorite. That's his favorite. He said that's his favorite over the Nike, which I was like, what the hell? But like, there's supposed to be like another Adidas one. Like I just like collabs where you get me to wear shoes I wouldn't normally wear. Like, you know what I mean? Like different silhouettes, different models. I'm all for that. But I'm excited for those. That's what but then plus for like sneaker top, I think one of my favorite sneakers of the year has to be like those Nike Stussies too.
Oh yeah, those are sick. The Spiridons?
Yeah, the Spiridons. I like those. Did anyone cop Sean Witherspoon? I hit it on the SNS raffle. Wait. Oh, you talk about the Asics? Yeah, the Asics are not bad. Did you get those?
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't even try for them. They're dope, but like, it's just I just didn't know when they were dropping, and then I don't know.
Yeah,
they're not bad. If I had the chance to buy them for retail, I would. The one thing with that is I feel like the reason it did well is because it's similar to the Air Maxes, but at the same time, it's like, damn, you have this chance to collab with like a completely different shoe. You should try something different, which he's doing with Adidas. I don't know. I feel like it was a bit of a cop out, but that's my own personal thing. But then again, if I released a shoe that sold out like the first pair did, I would do the same thing again, just because I know it's going to do well. So I get where he's coming from.
I think I said during my live stream because they actually dropped him like Shop Nice Kicks.
Oh really?
But, like I was like, yeah, and I was like. I'm like, Asics doesn't have the cojones to drop them on the website. Like, how do you not drop them on your own official? Like, are you like, you could tell they're like shaking, they're nervous because they haven't had that much traffic on their website in God knows how long. But like, come on, man, Asics, drop them on your website. You don't have an official Asics release of one of the biggest collaborations ever I can even think of. I mean, besides Ronnie and Kith and Ronnie, I mean, they go all like times, but they never drop them on Asics. Like, what, the official website?
Yeah.
Let me see. If you guys have any questions, shoot them off real quick. If you see anything, Seth, shoot it out. If you see any good questions. Does Seth have the socks? Where can they find it?
Oh, apothecary.com. But I would follow us on Instagram at apothecary. It's just at apothecary. We took out some of the vowels, so it's like annoyingly hard to spell, but I'll write it in the chat. We wanted the name to look cool, but we didn't realize it'd be harder to find on social media.
There you go. Let's see. Follow right here.
Nice.
Civilist dunks. What do you think of those? How like they change his color, I guess, with the temperatures.
Yeah, I don't love the material. I think that it's going to be like really stiff and kind of plasticky feeling. But then again, I don't have them in hand. But based on all the other sneakers that do that, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. I think it's a cool concept, but it's not something that I would ever really wear.
It's probably gonna be like at some skate shop that we can possibly get. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have
totally, yeah, definitely impossible.
Do you like the Do you like with the ISPA overreacts?
Yeah, I do. I wish I had copped a pair. I should have pulled the trigger. I was like, I don't know, is this gonna be like worth? Because it's one of those shoes where it's like, if I had a bunch of money laying around, I'd definitely grab it. But right now, like, I'm if I don't really love a shoe, I only buy it if I think it's going to make a good video. And I wasn't sure if there was enough interest on that shoe, and I didn't know. Like I just done a review on the Space Hippies, and I'm like, is it really that different? But I messed up. I should have grabbed them.
Yeah, I think they had like that Road Warrior with a head like that, like cow.
Oh yeah,
like that was like $500 retail.
That's nuts.
Exactly. Are you going for what about those Air Jordans 23? Only 2,500 pairs. Comes with a suitcase.
Oh,
Drop
there's
tomorrow or something
pairs of those. Damn, that's stupid. I don't like them at all, dude.
It was like a basketball. It's just like a regular basketball shoe, but nobody's gonna wear it at 2,500 pairs. That's
exactly.
Like, do you want people to wear your sneakers, or do you want people just to put them up and collect dust? Like,
exactly. Yeah.
The Jordan 1 mochas, man. You're a big Jordan 1 guy. What's been your favorite Jordan 1s of this year?
Favorite Jordan 1s of the year.
What would you put? There's been a bunch.
There's been I think the one from the New Beginnings pack, that PE that they released with the what are they called? The airships, yeah. That was a sick PE. I wish, dude, I was so frustrated because I was at a Jordan Brand event during All-Star Weekend, and they were letting people, like, they had this line for all the like the industry people to go in and get sneakers early. And since we were technically industry, we thought that we could go in that line, and we were in the line. We were in the shop. The guy who was running it was like, "Oh, it was me and Tom," and he's like, "Oh, I know you guys. Like, it's so cool." And we're like, "Can we grab the New Beginnings pack?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." He brings them out to us, and then this woman who I guess was like high up in Jordan Brand came out, and she's like, "Oh, we actually stopped selling right now. Everyone who's in this group has to go back out and wait in line." And I was like, "What the fuck?" So they took our pairs away from us, and we went back in, and everything was sold out. So we lost them. We literally were holding the boxes. I was holding a size 9 box in my hand with my credit card out, and as we were about to fucking hand the dude, as we were about to hand the dude the card, they were like, "Nope, sorry." And it was like the most depressing thing. And now they're like $2,500, and there's no way I'm spending that. You know, it's a dope set, but like no way.
No way.
It's more than my car is like worth less than that.
But yeah, Jesus. So what'd you end up walking away with All-Star Weekend? Did you get anything?
I got the black and red pair, the reverse breads or whatever, but it was a size 10.5, so I couldn't fit it. And I got I ended up buying an 8.5 for resale, reviewing it, and then realizing that didn't really fit either, and selling that one. But Jordan Brand gave me a pair of the what was it? The red cements. So I had those too, but I had already bought a pair and reviewed it, so it was kind of like a double up at that point.
Did you get the Chicago one? Did you get the Chicago ones?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
No.
And they were sitting everywhere too. I really should have I like them. I mean, they're cool because it was cool because I was there to buy them, and I should have just bought them so I had like a memento from the trip, but I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah.
So.
I want to ask you too about you met Virgil.
Oh yeah.
What was that experience like? And you got him to sign the off-white Chicago ones.
Oh, I think I got him back here actually.
What was that experience like? Did you ask him like good question? Like, would you? Yeah.
There we go. That was
the Air Fowlers, bro.
Dude, I know.
So dope.
I got lucky because it was like right before the Off-White collection really blew up. So I feel like he would have written like Virgil was here instead of Air Fowler. So I got like the special like friends and family treatment, even though I wasn't friends and family. Because when I gave him the shoe to sign, like he's like, "Oh, what should I write on these?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, whatever you want." And then he wrote that. I was like, that's what Michael Jordan just got last week. That's so sick. But it was cool because it was one of those things where it was like before the review of those shoes is really what gave me my first big push into like bigger YouTube. Like I think that review was one of the first videos that got me like 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, like over a couple months, just that review alone. And so what happened with that was they were doing like, I don't know if you remember office hours, like right when they were trying to promote the Off-White collection coming out back in 2017. So it was like on the Sneakers app, you had to enter, and I missed out on all of those. But then one day I was like at work bored, and I was looking through the Sneakers app, and there was one event left, but the only way to enter was to like write an essay about why you feel like you should be able to go and talk to Virgil Abloh for 10 minutes with no guarantee of buying shoes. There was nothing about being able to buy shoes on it. And I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. So I wrote an essay about like how I went to school for design and how I was working in a design firm, and I just loved to talk to him about his process. And somehow 10 essays won to go talk to him in New York, and I was one of those 10 essays. So I got to go to the event. I took off time from work that day. I took the whole day off, well, like half day. went to the Nike space. I think it was on like Wall Street or somewhere. They had rented out this whole building. And what they did is we all sat in this waiting room, and he called us in one by one to like talk to him. And I think it was New York Sunshine. And then after that, what they did is they gave you this card with the 10 on them, and you would rank which shoe that you liked the best and then what size you were. So whatever size they had available and the highest ranking you get to buy. Yeah. So I obviously ranked the Air Jordan 1s as my number one, and then I think it was the Prestos at number 2. And so I was the last person to go, but my time ran out. And so they're like, yeah, Virgil left. You're going to have to come back tomorrow. And I was like, what the hell? Like, seriously? Or no, they didn't initially offer me to come back tomorrow, but they're like, we'll try and see if like we'll have space tomorrow. Just come back and we'll let you know. And I was like, well, can I still buy the shoes? And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I went to go buy the shoes, and the guy in front of me was like, do you have any more Jordan 1s in a size 9? And they're like, no, we're all out. So I quickly changed my size to a size 8.5 and handed him the card, and they still had a size 8.5 in the Jordan 1. So I got a pair for retail, which is crazy. And then because everyone bought the shoes after they talked to Virgil, no one was able to have their pair signed. But because I came back the next day, I brought one of the shoes with me. And at the end of the interview, I was like, yo, can you sign this for me? Like,
hell yeah.
Dude, no way. So yeah, it was like a series of like perfect, like it just worked out so perfectly. It couldn't have gone any better.
Would you say that that's like probably one of the like, not would say like big moments, but that was probably like like in this sneaker game, that was probably one of your bigger like big moments?
Definitely.
Like
Definitely.
One of your memories?
For sure. Probably like, honestly, like, I mean, short of like drawing and selling a shoe, I think that's like, that would be it. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the craziest. And the fact was like, at the time he was big. He had started off white, like he was huge, but he wasn't where he is now. And just getting to meet him before that all sort of like really took off was crazy, because I feel like now there's just, you don't get opportunities to talk to him like that. Like they wouldn't have an event like that to actually go and sit down and talk to him now that he's working with Louis Vuitton and like all sort of. So I feel like it was just such a perfect, like, once in a lifetime thing that I don't think is ever going to happen for me again in that sort of way. So that was just like, it was crazy. Yeah, definitely once in a lifetime.
I'm sure at some point, I mean, Virgil will probably ask for your autograph at some point.
I don't know about that shit.
The way it's going right now. But yeah, we got Seth Fowler in the building. We got 267 likes. So we'll see if we get up to 300 likes real quick. Smash that like button. We got 430 people up in here. I'm glad everyone can tune in on a Tuesday night. We got Seth Fowler in the building. I'm sure all y'all are subscribed to him, so you guys I don't need to tell you guys to go subscribe to his channel. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in as always. So if you guys got any questions, this is the time to ask him. He is widely available. We got him. We got him right now for at least a few more minutes. Well, we can see if we go for like 20 more minutes. If so,
I'm down for whatever. I'm just gonna, after I get off this, I'd probably just go play some friggin' Fall Guys. So I'm not doing anything today.
Oh, dude, I'm addicted to that too, bro.
Me too, man. It's ridiculous.
It's the stupidest game, but it's like it's so addicting.
It's so fun. Yeah.
So
Have you gotten it yet?
What? No. I got, dude. I was like the climb up, run to grab the crown.
Oh yeah,
dude. I was like within an inch, like not even an inch. Like me and the guy jumped, and I got second place. That's probably as close as I got. I was so pissed. And then like everybody kind of figured out too, like like the hexagon thing where you fall.
Oh yeah.
Is if you fall all the way down and clear out the bottom, you kind of screw everyone over. But like everyone knows that trick now. So it's like, what the hell? Nerds, everyone says nerds. I know. So what do you got? You got another channel, right?
Yeah, tech channel. I streamed that game a couple days ago on the tech channel, but I feel like if I'm gonna do any more like streaming that game, it's all gonna be on Twitch, because I feel like it just didn't fit with the vibe of the tech channel.
I think Twitch is hard though, man.
I can't. I love Twitch, and they've been really nice to me, and it's a really cool platform, but it's not as. It feels like work. YouTube feels like work, but it's like I'm used to it. I have a flow, but with Twitch, it's like it's so hard to just sit down for like 3 hours and just talk about something like with yourself. You know what I mean? Like it's tough.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's always too to have like transition to the audience from YouTube to Twitch.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Because it's like two different. Like Twitch is for gaming. That's strictly what it is. There's some IRL. Like there's some good streamers out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like with YouTube, it's like especially for like live cops and everything like that, it's got to be on this platform for sure.
Definitely.
Someone says Seth and Roszko stream Fall Guys together. Maybe we'll do some competition. We'll do some one-on-ones. Maybe I could beat them. Maybe I get that W real quick. The only W I can get lately. Thoughts on the Supreme? Do you even cop Supreme anymore?
Not really. I mean, I'll get it if it's. I like the arcade machine that's dropping out. I don't know if it's an arcade plus or whatever it is, but
Mortal Kombat. I saw.
Yeah, dude, that was. I mean, obviously you can buy the non-Supreme one for like $400 versus however much they're going to charge for it. But that's shit. It's still pretty cool.
Yeah, you could probably expect that at 2J's store.
Yeah, exactly. 100%, dude.
Yeah, he's got the pinball machine, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Seth, what's the best sneaker store in NYC?
In NYC, it depends on whether you want resale or retail. Retail, I would say the store that I've gotten the luckiest with is Kith. Like I've walked in and picked up the Off-White. What was it? It was the Off-White basketball shoe. It was the Off-White from the 10. What the hell was it called? You know, the one that had like the strap on the side. It was the white tall one that no one really talks about anymore.
Hyperdunk.
Yeah. I walked in there and me and my friend from work both caught pairs of Hyperdunks because they were sitting. No one picked them up. Kith, I've walked in there and grabbed the Kith Ultra Boosts back when they were like still hyped up. They had a secret restock. Kith, I just keep getting. I would always get lucky at. The Foot Locker on 34th sometimes like puts out early LeBron, so I'd go there to try and find like early basketball shoes because they didn't seem to give an F about like putting out shoes early. But for retail, Kith and Foot Locker on 34th, and of course Nike Lab and I guess the Adidas store depending on what you're looking for. But resale wise, it really depends. Flight Club and Stadium Goods will have everything, but like places like Round 2 and Sneaker Flea, and there's some other like smaller ones that like. You know, it's easier to like get deals and it's easier to find like some crazier like worn stuff. So yeah. I think overall, as much as Kith doesn't like me because I try and film there and they always don't like that, I think I like Kith. I think Kith is my favorite spot, but they're not very friendly towards me. Yeah,
they're like they try to be like a classy boutique. Like I like the store, the whole vibe. It's definitely a movie, but I feel like it's like it's so like when you go there too, if you notice, like everyone that works there is like a huge influencer.
Yeah,
like, if you notice, like even the one in New York, I know you. Yeah. Like I've seen you on IG, and then like I go to LA. The LA one's the same vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kith. Kith's a good store, and then I like the rare pair.
Oh yeah, but they don't have a store anymore.
They don't.
No, the store closed down. I think they're just doing online right now. But the Eric dude, that store was amazing. There's such good people over there. But I think their store, because they were renting in the middle of Soho, and they were like in a basement. So it was really hard to find them, and I feel like just the location wasn't what it could be, you know.
Oh, I mean, they had the Air Yeezys.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they had the Air Yeezys. I think 2J's has them now.
Yep.
But they had like the one that he wore or something for like the Grammy. I don't know. It was something stupid. He wanted like $200,000 for it. It's like it's a house.
It's crazy. It really is.
Let me see. I need to upload phones. We got a $2 donation. Thank you, Solar 2K6. Thank you for the $3 donation. Nike Mantis also come in all white. Worth a cop. That's the second person that's mentioned that today.
Yeah, it's the ones that I looked them up when the first person asked. It's the ones that kind of have that like double sole situation. They kind of have like teal accents. They're kind of weird looking. There was if you I don't know if you remember on the like maybe a couple weeks ago on the Nike app, there was apparently Travis Scott just dropped something on his web store.
Oh shit! Live cop.
It's just the album. I thought it was gonna be something.
Oh.
Or it's just like I don't know if it's I don't know what it is actually. It says Travis Scott the plan. Oh yeah, out Friday. Gotcha.
We got a new single.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
He was on GQ. He was on GQ today. He had a photo shoot. GQ magazine. So look at him. It's promotion right there. Marketing 101. Let's go to sneaker news. Let's see what's popping with sneaker news.
Oh yeah, I love sneaker news.
Get your thoughts and opinions on some upcoming sneakers. Oh, I copped some Kobe. What do you think about the do Kobe week next week, man?
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm gonna try all of it. How do you feel on that? You think you're gonna go for all of them?
Oh yeah, 100%. I've never I've had a couple pairs of Kobe's in the past, but it was never like I had a bunch of the Fade to Blacks. I got those actually from Kith. But I won a raffle for those. But it was the kind of thing where like I always wanted the Grinches, and like for me it was like Grinch or nothing. So I guess I was just like a really big hype beast at the time. I still am, of course, I still am. But I don't know. I just now that he's gone, it's just like it means a little bit more. And it's the kind of shoe that I would like rock, just like But it's a shoe that like if you're gonna resell it, like. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't if I had the opportunity to buy it and I was only going to if I had the opportunity to buy like a size 14, I just wouldn't do it because I don't feel right reselling it. You know what I mean? But nothing against people who do, But
I just copped a Kobe shoe. I'll show you guys real quick too. And like I'm like I'm an Adidas guy. So I got an Adidas Kobe. Like I went back and I found this. Hold on. This is a little sneak peek. So this is an original box from '97.
Oh shit.
So we got original Adidas box from '97. These have to be one of my favorite Kobe shoes of all time. And this is the dunk contest Kobe from '97.
That's sick. Oh, that's gorgeous, man.
So it's super old school, kind of got like that like Adi Preem, you know, that Easy 500 sole in a sense, but it's like super old school. So this is my pickup from like I was gonna make a video.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so I'll show you guys. That's like my Kobe because I don't think we have no chance of getting whatever's dropping next.
Yeah, there's no way.
No way.
There's no way.
No way. Even though I will say they are dropping them at Foot Locker. I noticed they're dropping them everywhere. Yeah. Oh, wow. So they are going to be somewhat widely available, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, these foot sites crash as soon as it hits like 5 minutes before it even releases. It says, "Oh, sorry, we got you in a waiting room. Please wait." And then an hour later.
Yep.
But let's go to sneakers as well. Let's go share screen. Let me see if I share it. Let's go back. Sambas. What do you think about the Sambas, man? I heard
they're all right. I just like I said earlier, like I don't really have any nostalgia towards them, and like I don't like it's almost like a what kind of material is that? A carbon fiber material on the swoosh, which I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, the colorways, I don't know. I'd probably wear it because it's like a Sixers colored shoe, but I don't know. Like I didn't even know they released in Japan in 2001 back or whatever year it was. So
dude, 98% or 99% of the people copying this didn't even know that either. Bro. So don't even worry about that. But yeah, I mean, I think out of all of them, I like this one. I like this one over Brazil. I like this one over like a few of them they've released.
Yeah.
You know, I think it reminds me too of the old school Patriots colors too. So
fair enough. How do you feel about Cam?
Whew, we'll see, bro. We'll see. Dude, it's definitely got me intrigued for this NFL season. You know, fingers crossed. We still have. You know what I mean? Oof.
Dude, I really think that Belichick and Cam are gonna do better this season than Brady and Gronk. I really think that.
Whoa, well, that's a bold statement right there, man. Because even I'm watching every Brady game. I'm watching every Patriots game. Like I'm gonna have two teams. Then I think they set it up where they don't have the games going on at the same time. I think they have like one's playing at 1, the other one's playing at 4, which is perfect.
That's great.
So I don't have to go anywhere Sunday. I mean, I'm stuck in the house anyway. So,
well, the good news is like at the end of the day, it's not like he left after. Like he's always going to be a Patriot. So I mean, it's nice that you can always cheer for him because he's like Michael Jordan, who's always a Bulls player. He's never like no one ever considers him a wizard. You know, so it's like
he's like God here, bro. Like
I'm sure, yeah.
Like he's like the guy can walk around and like I feel like he can float on water around here, man. Like everyone loves him, but like my dad's like over him. My dad's like, he's like, get rid of him. It's Belichick, and Belichick we trust. I was like, all right, Dad. Let's see.
I do like the Chicago dunks. I know that's going to be impossible to get, but the Chicago dunks I can mess with a little bit.
But like, come on, man. Why are they teasing us?
I know.
They're doing everything but Chicago's Jordan 1s.
I know.
They're doing mids too, aren't they? Doing like mids. I thought they were
like slightly different. Like the heel will be white, or like they'll do one with a black toe. Like it's just stupid shit that they're pulling. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, you said you go obviously the Unions. That's obviously a cop for you. What do you think about the other ones that are dropping, like these 92s and these other ones?
They're fine. I don't need them. Like I don't know if I'd even buy them for a video because like they're fine, but it's just not like I don't think I'd wear them. Like there's nothing wrong with them. I have so many shoes now. They're not like interesting enough to me that I would go out of my way to wear them.
Yeah. What about what about these like high zoom crater? Aren't these like supposed to be like space hippie Jordan 1s?
Yeah. So at first I was really into them because I like the materials and I like the idea behind them, but the more that I look at them, the more that they're just kind of like, I wish they had done something cool with the upper. Like, I wish they had given it, like, even if they had given it the first Space Hippie Collections colorway with, like, the gray and the orange, just something different. Because it's fine, it's wearable, but it's just kind of boring. You know, they got the off-white foam, like you're pointing.
Yeah, right there. I like the sole, though.
The outsole's sick.
It kind of reminds me of a garage, though. A garage floor.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like those,
definitely.
But, yeah. Let me see what else they got coming.
Those fours, the PSG fours are dope. I really
love
those. Yeah.
What about all right? So we got to go through these. I mean, the biohacks, Jordan 1s.
Love those.
I think those are absolutely a must cop. I'd pay resale for these.
Yeah, they're sick. I love those.
It's just they're just different. Like I like when Jordan Brand does something different. What about the Oregon 5s?
They're nice. I don't know if I need to buy them, but I like them. Like if I could, it's one of those shoes that like if I can get it for under retail, I would do it. But retail, like I just don't. I don't know. I really like it, but it's not something that I feel like I need personally.
I feel you the same. I like the color, but it's
I
like,
love the color. Yeah, but I just I
probably wouldn't wear it. I probably get it and then I probably like keep it in a box and I never wear it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
What about do you wear 14s? I haven't seen you do. You've done a 14 review, have you?
I haven't done a 14. No, but I did just buy a pair of the Cherry 14s a couple months ago, and I like them way more than I expected. Not enough to probably buy a second pair because I haven't really worn the pair that I have enough, but I do. I actually really like those Royals.
Yeah, I think it's a clean colorway. It's simple. It's easy. And then even the 13s, like I know for me, I have to get them because
you have to get them. You really have to. Yep.
But like, I mean, I think they're okay. I'm not really a big 13 fan though.
Same. Yeah, but you have to get those.
I probably will. As far as I go. Go to the lucky green Jordan ones. Remember these? How they gave us like you see the mock-ups and like they gave it like a bread or colorway or what they gave it. Always the mock-ups are always completely wrong. And then this like, what do you think of this one?
I wish the Wings logo was black, and I wish it was more than just a women's size.
Yeah,
but whatever.
It's like it's a perfect shoe for Christmas.
It's got that. Yeah, it is actually, and it's got that Heineken Dunk colorway too a little bit. I didn't. Yeah,
it's actually good. Yeah, I didn't.
It's definitely a good Christmas shoe for sure. You're right about that. Yeah, now I'm kind of liking them.
What about
dude, the 5s?
Yeah. Don't you have these?
Dude, another crazy story. Actually, funny story. I got them back here.
Oh, I'm gonna pull this down real quick. We're gonna move there. So I heard something about how you won this on a raffle or something like that.
That was the craziest shit ever. So I was at Complex Con with Hess Kicks, and he was wearing them the day that I won them. And so what happened was there was this app called like the Zen app, and I don't even know what they do because I haven't seen it or used it since. But like you had to download their app, and then they entered you in, like you entered through your email on this raffle that was only taking place in Complex Con, and they had they had bought out one of JC's like entire stores or stock or whatever, and so it was just this huge display filled with like hundreds of crazy shoes, and you would enter a raffle for your size, and then depending on which place you got picked in, you get you get to pick whatever's on the wall in your size. So I won the raffle, crazily enough, and they picked out, I think there was 10 pairs of size 9s. So they so I was, I think, third in line for the size 9s, but then the person in front of me, the second place person, didn't show up because he had to show up like at a certain time. So I showed up, I got second pick. The first guy on the size 9 wall were the Tokyo 5s, which were the most expensive shoe on the wall. There were the Atmos 3s, the one that was in the Atmos 1 pack with the AM1s.
Okay, yeah.
There was these sample Pharrells, which to be honest were garbage, and they only go for like $1,000. This guy was just an idiot. So the guy in front of me, he picked those sample Pharrells, thinking he was like, he as he walked past me, he's like, "Sorry, bro, I just really wanted to resell these." And I was like, "That's fine, man. I didn't want those anyway." He was thinking like they were going for like $5-10 grand. The dude he picked those, and then I picked the Tokyos, which were worth like $3 grand, and all we had to pay is taxes on them because it was like they were giving us a bonus, so we had to pay taxes on the amount that they paid from Union or from JC's store. So I think I had to pay like $200 in taxes or something for them. So I essentially got them for $200.
Wow.
Dude, are
they like DS?
We had to wear them out of the event. They took the shoes that you were wearing. They got your address. So
the address been like duck walking or like walking
exactly. So they aren't DS, unfortunately, but it's fine because I'm not going to sell them anyway. Like I got them for free. I can't sell them. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't do that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like if I'm going to have a pair like that, of course, if I got it for free, like I'd be kicking myself if I sold it. But the size 9.5 was crazy because 9.5 they had like the Legends of Summer Jordan 1s. Like the $10,000 shoes. Size 12, I think, had the mags. Size 10 had the undefeated 4s. Like it was crazy stuff.
Wow,
it was crazy. Actually, size 9 was one of the worst sizes, and it still had the Tokyo 5s.
Was that Complex Con?
Yeah.
Damn.
They had other events like other like the following years they had other like giveaways like that, but it was only like for 1 or 2 pairs of shoes, and obviously like it's a lot harder to win 1 or 2 pairs of shoes versus like 300 pairs of shoes that they were giving away. So.
Damn. Hopefully 2021, maybe I'll make the trip.
You should, dude. We should link up.
Yeah. Anyway, I see you at sneaker cons. You know, I don't think you go to too many as much as often, but like I seen you at a few. You did like a couple like unboxing like on stage or something like that. You had like
Yeah.
yeah.
Sneaker con's awesome.
But yeah, so you getting these? So I assume you'll get these, and then you'll bust out those Tokyos and give us
I might have
a
to.
slight flex.
Dude, I might have to, like, and that's the thing. I love these because that reminds me of what a real what the shoe should look like. Like the top 3 ones are not a what the shoe. They're just like a blue, red, and black shoe. They're fine, but like not that they were calling it a what the, but that's a true what the. That's what I remember when I think of like the what the LeBrons and what the KDs. Like it's that sort of like
the dunks, like those crazy ones.
Oh, dude, the what the dunks. The one thing about these though is that I feel like they could have made them a little bit crazier and done exactly what they did with the dunks, where like every panel was a different shoe. This I don't mind because I like the 2 shoes that they chose as like the main shoes, but they could have gone, if they wanted to, they could have gone even crazier.
Oh yeah, I think they executed it perfectly on this one.
I agree.
This will be impossible to get.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's like the Bel Air sole.
I know, dude. I love that. That's the thing. I think if I were to
even that one, like, I would be fine with this. I would be fine with it. This was the shoe, or that was
exactly
separate. You know what I mean? Yep. But yeah, they did that. Like that's executed really nice.
Like the what the 4s could have been so good if they made one of the shoes black and one of them white, but they made it like they look like the same shoe, like different heel tabs. Yeah, it was so weird.
So horrible. Like you nailed it on the head. Like this is what a what the should look like. Yep. Completely out there, different and loud.
Yeah.
And still,
how much, if you were to, you personally, how much would you pay for resale for that in your size to wear?
To wear?
Yeah.
Well, I'm lowballing people, bro. Like I'd pay like 5.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
I think this is gonna be like 8,000, dude.
You think it's gonna be 8,000?
No, 800 to 1,000.
Oh, okay. I was like, do you think it's gonna be like mad limited, or do you think it's gonna be like?
I don't know. The way the game is, man. The game is
never know.
So different now, man. Yep. Shoes that would be sitting in 2019 are selling out like crazy this year.
Nuts.
Everything has resale value and everything's limited, and I think that has to do with what's going on. Like they can't make as many.
100%.
But like especially like this is gonna be limited. This is probably coming in a special box or something.
Oh, for sure.
And it's gonna be like they'll probably do something stupid. It's only released at a special event or something. I don't know. Watch.
I'm sure.
But
you
yeah,
really
I don't go venture off too much, but because I like to stay in my lane. But yeah, that one's definitely. And then the mochas, man. I've been saying this since day one. This is gonna be my favorite Jordan 1 of 2020. Is this one right here? Everyone's like, it's just. I have the Travis Scotts. I definitely don't need these, but I feel like these are cool. I like them.
I'm glad they went with the black on the toe because I feel like if they had gone full Travis Scott, it would have just felt too much like a cop out. Like this is different enough to where I feel like it's definitely worth grabbing.
They don't do brown Jordan 1s too often.
No, they don't. That's why. Yeah,
rookie of the year. That was probably it. I think as far as like a GR release. Yep. But these are right around the holiday too. The holiday is gonna be nuts, bro.
It's gonna be crazy.
Holiday's gonna be nuts, especially with like Yeezy releases and stuff. So you getting a pair this weekend?
I entered the raffle, and the thing with Yeezys is like I have a love-hate relationship with 350s because I think they're great shoes, and I understand why people like them, and I think it makes sense that they're releasing so many of them because they're like the new Air Force Ones. Like they're the kind of shoe that you can just throw on, any colorway works with whatever. The thing is, what bothers me about them, and what's annoying is that like whenever I do a Yeezy video, it's usually one of my best performing videos of the month, and it sucks. I'll do the same review every month, and it's like, but I have to because it's the kind of shoe that people are interested in. But with this shoe, because like I was saying earlier, like people just aren't backdooring the way that they used to. The only pairs that I can find of these personally are pairs on GOAT or StockX, which are not instant ship, which you have to pay like $600-700 for, which I wouldn't get for 2 months because the way GOAT and StockX are right now. So it's like I'm gonna pass on it. I think it's fine. I entered the Adidas app raffle, like. Maybe I'll get it that way, but it's not like I'm not gonna be mad if I can't.
I think these are relatively limited. That's why I don't think they're dropping. I don't think they're dropping at foot sites. At least I mean, they would have been up by now. I'd think like they would post about it on IG. I haven't seen anything, so
that's true. That's true.
So I think
they're not a bad cut. Like I like them. They're just not like I want. Why don't they give us like they should do what they're doing with the V3s? Like give us a blue one. Give us something like okay, we got the neons. We got basically just the neon green ones and the McChickens, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know
the cloud whites.
I don't know. I don't even see Ye wear 350s anymore, to be honest.
Me neither.
So I think he's been all about foam runners and new design, new stuff, which is I'm all for it. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, there's supposed to be a 350 V3 coming. Like it was supposed to drop this year.
So wait, was the 380 not the 350 V3?
It was going to be, but they changed it to make it 380 and have its own separate number. And then they were going to go back and rework the 350 V3, or like change it up.
That makes sense.
But
I feel like they misstepped with the 380. Like the first colorway was really solid, and I like the shoe because of how comfortable. But then the following colorways, I was just like, these aren't it for me. Like they're not bad, but it's like,
you roasted the blue oats, bro.
I hate it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know, man. Like
I got mine right here.
They're nice. Like I get it. Like I understand why people like it. And to be fair, I was definitely biased because when I saw them in hand, they were way better than I thought they would be. It was those first pictures that came out like months before they came out. And at that point, like in my head, I guess I subconsciously decided like I'm not going to like these shoes. And that ruined the review for me and I realized after the fact, I was like, I shouldn't have been such a dick about it because like they're not bad shoes. Dude, not everybody can. That's not for everybody. And I told that to my guy from Yeezy. I'm like, honestly, it's probably going to be like, most people are going to, I'm like, that's for like Yeezy fans, like Yeezy exactly,
fans, but I feel like for the average person, like they're not going to be seen wearing that.
Yeah.
But like I like the Mist. I think the Mist was good, even though it was a brick. But I feel like it just dropped in the spring when it's clearly a fall color. So absolutely. I think that kind of threw it off.
Yeah.
But I know the aliens. Everybody loves the aliens. The aliens are clean, but you can't go. I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, aliens the best." I'm like, obviously it's a white and gray. Like anything. It's simple. Like I want something crazy. That's why I like. I do like the blue oats because they are crazy and different.
They are.
But like, yeah. So you got. What about the Azareth? You getting the 700 V3s?
Oh,
what do you think
if I can? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I love them.
Yeah, I think
I'm definitely gonna go up half a size though. I have a size 9 in the Azales or whatever it is. That's the first one, right? What's the first one?
Azales.
Yeah, so I have a size 9 in those, but I think I'm gonna grab a size 9.5 in this one if I do grab it, just because the 9 is just a little too tight for me.
Oh, did you see the two? Dude, they're supposed to bring these out again, but make them completely out of foam, out of like the foam runners. So it's gonna be like algae, like completely like the same thing the foam runners, but they're just gonna reshape them to the same thing.
I would be all over that.
I would too. Like in a second, it's supposed to be like cheaper too.
Really, dude, I can't wait till they drop more foam runner colorways. I'm so all about that shoe, dude. Like I would wear that shoe every day of the week.
I got mine on my feet right now. I wear them all the time in the house, just chilling. I do that. I said it like, dude, that red pair. They have like the red Croctobers. I was calling it. Bro,
absolutely. That's a good name. I love that.
Have to drop them. They have to drop those. We need a red. Anytime if they do it all red Yeezy, people will go nuts. People will go crazy for it.
Yeah,
it's coming eventually. They know. They know. They're playing with us. They're not
they
stupid.
definitely are.
He's not stupid. And then what about? I know you don't like. What about these? I think these are going to be a hit.
I like those. I like the fact that they're because the thing I like about this one is that they changed up the color of the midsole, so like you get some nice contrast. Like you didn't have that as much over the last couple of years. They were all kind of like all tan or all gray or all whatever.
Yeah,
I like that. The shape of that looks fake though, right? Like is that a Hanzu Ying image?
I don't know who this is, but yeah, usually I think this one's gonna be super widely available.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've seen tons of early pairs already. I think these are gonna be widely available.
That makes sense.
So what about the Onyx? I mean,
I know that's a pair. I sold my 380s, but I would definitely buy the Onyxes. They look
Black Friday
like gum outsole.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a Black Friday release plus
That's
reflective.
Sick.
Yeah, so that's gonna be nuts. That's really, I think that's all they have planned. I know a lot of people are asking about like foam runner restock. Oh, breads. They're bringing back the bread.
Actually restocking.
No, not from what I heard. Not anytime soon. I think they're kind of like, I think because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
How it's made in America, and you know what I mean. So I think it's kind of like delaying everything. But they're bringing the breads back. I think that's gonna be a freaking madness.
That's one of the best colorways they've dropped. I mean, for real, that's a beautiful colorway. I love it.
It's simple.
I wish I got those.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna grab it for my collection. But
definitely,
what the hell are these shits?
I don't know.
Earth? Like it's not Earth, bro. Sneaker News, take that down. What are you doing? But then they got a ton of 380s. They're pumping out 380s this year. This is
the 451s, dude. I'm about the 451s.
451s.
Yeah, I need those. I need a pair of those.
Yeah, these things.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That image sucks, but like on foot they look amazing.
Yeah, they I heard these are supposed to be coming out later this year. Like this
That's another shoe that, like, if you see like on the fire meter or whatever, like it's got 2, but like that's a shoe that like as soon as people start wearing them, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I was always about those shoes. Like they were always fire.
Bro, I think these are pretty. I mean, they can't be a lot of money. I mean,
No, they can't be. Yeah,
sock with a sole, but the sole, I bet it's gonna form your foot. I mean, people are wearing Balenciaga speed runners. It's like the same thing. Just gonna be a stock shoe.
Yep.
But I'm all for it. What do you? People. I saw people ask me, what about the What do you think about some 4Ds, man?
I like those. I've always been a fan. I have the Futurecraft 4Ds from 2018. That's been one of my favorite pairs of shoes. I love the technology. I love the fact that like the whole idea was that in the future you could walk into an Adidas store and have your foot scanned and then get a customized sole right then and there. Like that's such a sick concept. The problem is that 4D just isn't as soft as Boost and it isn't as soft as Foam. So it's like it works for some, like it works for my feet. I don't have any problems with it, but I've had a lot of friends who have owned 4Ds and they had to get rid of them because it just it just might not have fit their foot shape exactly right to where it like really hurt them. So
I thought they said that was supposed to be the future. Like the future is supposed to be 4D, but then like to me, I think the future is like those recyclable shoes. What they would. I
agree. And dude, like the foam croc thing, dude, like that. I think that really is the wave for real. Yeah,
and like with Adidas too, that it was supposed to be like you buy a shoe. And once you're done with it, you can recycle it, and then they ship you a new one.
What's that called? Oh, they had a shoe.
They did tests, and they wanted people to give them back, but some people didn't, and now they're worth like a crazy amount of money. But yeah, that was supposed to be something like that. I forget what it was called, but it's a full-on, wholly recyclable. You just pay probably one big price per the year, and you get free shoes. You just got to bring them back. I'm
sure Cousteau had one of those. I don't know. I think he did a video. I didn't watch it, or maybe I did. I don't know. It was a while ago.
What about I just saw this. What about Kyrie? Kyrie's got a new shoe coming out.
That's interesting. It looks like a nice mix of a couple different of his models, or a couple different models of his.
Yeah, it does.
I've always liked them for basketball. Like they've usually been my go-to basketball shoe because I don't need a lot of cushioning. Because I'm a pretty skinny, light guy. Like I don't need that sort of like I'm like 150 and basically like skinny as hell. So like I don't need cushion. But it's great. Like the traction's great and it's good. It's got good ankle support. So that's really all I need. And so I still have a pair of Kyrie 2s in my trunk that I play in whenever I play basketball.
There you go. That we figured it out now. Seth's go-to basketball sneaker is a Kyrie. There you go.
Yeah.
But we've been going for about an hour and a half. It's 10 o'clock Eastern time. So if anybody's got some final questions right here, this is your last chance. Final questions for Seth while we have him on. I always want to say appreciate everyone for joining in tonight for a Tuesday night. We had over like almost close to 500 people at one point, which is nuts.
Damn, that's crazy.
So hey, if you guys are in here, just smash that like button. See if we get up to 350 likes. I've seen this. Seth, do you even wear anything Yeezy related? Yeezy, anything? Hoodie,
I have
clothing?
Jordan. She bought me one of his season 1 hoodie, or not hoodies, tank tops. I have one of his tank tops, but I've only worn it once because it's like one of the oversized ones that goes down to like your knees and it has like the really wide. Like I used to wear tank tops all the time, but it was always like it was just such a weird fit. Like and like I said, dude, like I got skinny ass arms, so like it like didn't look right. So, but I love it because she got it for me and it's Yeezy. Like back then too, I was all about it. So that's the only thing I have. But I like how different his style is. Like I saw the guy keep asking about season 8. Like I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's crazy as hell. Like everything else he does.
Archie, one thing for the $2 euros. Oh, €2. JJ Jound, New Balance thoughts.
I think crazy JJ Jound or something like that. But I love it, dude. The thing is with New Balance collabs is like New Balance gives people like barely any. They're not really allowed to change the construction of the shoe the way that like people are with Nike and Jordan stuff.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's. I did a video for who was it? It was a New Balance like hiking shoe. It was Herschel, New Balance Herschel, and one of the things in like the press information was that they were the first collab ever that New Balance allowed them to actually tweak the shoe. So like up until like literally last year, people weren't allowed to do that. So all the collabs are just different colorways. So like it's crazy seeing like the JJ Jound or whatever it is. And it looks so similar to like the standard gray one, but it's selling for $1,000 just because of how limited it is. To be fair, it does look great, but it's comfortable. It's comfortable, dude. I'm all about New Balance, dude. New Balance, give me a collab.
No, I never really noticed that till you pointed that out. That they don't people don't tweak the shoes much because even with the Joe Fresh goods, like that's just like a color.
It's just a colorway. Even with the
I never noticed that.
The bodega, well, yeah, there's a couple. Both brands, Bodega and Concepts, both of them crazy looking shoes, but they're nothing about other than the materials. Not like the actual design of the shoe hasn't changed.
Yeah,
no, I guess this one
noticed that.
Nike, or not Nike, New Balance logo, but
actually, there was. Didn't they do a little bit of a change with Virgil with Louis Vuitton?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I still is that real? Like I haven't. Is that actually a real thing?
It's real.
Because I saw I saw House of Heat posted it, and I was googling it because I was like, "There's no way," and I couldn't find anything. But it wouldn't surprise me either way. But like that shit's
it looks like a New Balance. It looks like a New Balance. Maybe that's the wave, man. I'm telling you, it's definitely the wave out in the EU, man. I know their style is different, and they wear a ton of New Balances.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me see. Someone said, "Do you thoughts on?" I don't even know who this is. Julian Kalinswich Vans Club. Yeah,
I have no idea, but I can look it up just because they donated. Julian Klinciewicz. Julian. I do love Vans though. I used to work at the Van store in the Columbia Mall in Maryland.
Really? There you go.
Musical artist. They do. Oh, it's what does she do? Or he? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they do. Like I have no idea. It seems like transcendental something. I don't know. Interesting. Huh. I have no idea. Probably a cool shoe. I can't even find the shoe.
Do you watch Full Size Run?
Yeah.
Were you ever on the show?
No, they
asked you.
They did, but I don't know. I feel like I really like watching the show, but I don't know. Like it just always feels like they're trying to trap people, and it's like I don't know. Like I just
Yeezy Busta.
Yeah, like I felt he's an actual friend of mine, and it just like I saw that and I was like, what the hell? And after I saw that, I was like, come on. And then I watched Kyson Cousteau's, and while those interviews were fine, like I think all the guys are great, but there's just something about it where it's like they always try and catch people on certain things, and it's like
they want that clickbait.
I just don't like interview shows that do that. Like if you watch I don't know, and again, it's a super entertaining show. I like all the people who are on it. Like I've met who did I meet? I've never met Trinidad. I've seen Trinidad. I've never met him. I've never met the dude with the hat. But Brendan Dunn, he's a really nice guy, and I've met him a couple times. But I don't know, it's not my scene, man. Like it's just I'm too nice, and I would just get like all red faced, and I would just look stupid. Like it's not my place.
Aaron, thank you for the $3 donation. Ugliest shoe that's your guiltiest pleasure.
Ooh. Oh, Yeezy Foams.
Yeah. Yeezy Foams. There you go. We got Charlie Murphy up in the building. Charlie Murphy. Is Seth going to the Ravens games this year? Are they doing Ravens fans this year?
I don't know if they allow people to go. I think it's just going to be like season ticket holders, right? Like it's going to be a really small.
Probably.
I don't think they're going to have fans at all.
I heard Cowboys. Jerry Jones said fans.
Really? Hey, you know what? If I can go, I'll be wearing a mask, but I'll be there, man. Like.
Well, we'll have to. I know we didn't touch up too much, but you got like a Sixers jersey? You got everything. You got all this sign stuff, Joe. I was hating. I was like, damn, that's so sick. It was like an auction house you linked up with.
Yeah, so the way that they do their sponsorships is they just send you they ask you who you really like to watch or who your favorite teams are or whatever. And they did the mystery boxes aren't available to buy, and that's one thing I think I didn't communicate well in the video. Like people were like, "Well, of course they're going to send you a nice mystery box because you're promoting them." They don't do mystery boxes; they just are an auction house. Just wanted to clear that up. But the whole idea was that they sent me a box full of cool stuff, and I just called it a mystery box because that's searchable, I guess. But yeah, dude, they sent me oh shit, let me grab it actually.
You should have would you have
like a Shaq shoe that was signed by Shaq.
What?
Dude, yeah, and a Magic Johnson basketball signed by Magic Johnson.
What size is that?
This is size 22.
22.
Yeah.
Oh,
nuts. Compared to a size 9. It's just insane. Yeah, but it's crazy. There was a couple. I got 2 of the jerseys framed. I got. They sent me a Dr. J jersey, an Iverson jersey, and a Lamar Jackson jersey. I got the Lamar and the Iverson jersey framed because I was going to put those up in the studio. And the Dr. J jersey, I will get it framed eventually, but I didn't realize how expensive it was to frame jerseys.
Oh shit!
So I'm taking it slow.
Yeah. Damn, and it's a nice little. So when I don't know if you. Nice little for your man cave, bro. Have it up.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I can't wait. We're gonna try and buy a house soon. So like once I actually have, right now I'm using my studios in a small bedroom, and then I have an office in the other bedroom, and they're both like tiny, probably like 7 foot by 10 foot bedrooms. Like they're tiny. So I don't really have any space for anything. So that's why I haven't had a chance to hang anything up. But
it's pretty cool, man. I was like, damn, like that's like the first time that I've ever seen that on YouTube. Like we're like a auction house linking up with a YouTuber.
It was one of the people. I think it was one of the guys who used to do marketing for Rejuvenator, and that's how I got connected with them because he went to go work for them, and he's like, "Yo, I heard you like the Sixers," and I was like, "Yeah, man."
Hey, people ask me all the time, like, "Oh, how do you get this? How do you get that?" Networking, man.
Dude, 100%.
Networking is key. Even in the resellers, if you want to resell stuff, you got to network with
100%.
people.
But it's all who you know. It really is.
There you go. So we're gonna end it here. Cool. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in for tonight's live with Seth. I really want to thank Seth. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me, man. This was a blast. I really loved it.
So I'm glad you like. We'll get you back on, man.
Dude, I'm down anytime.
We'll get you. We'll link up again. We'll have to do like maybe I'll catch you at a sneaker con. I don't know. Maybe I'll catch you somewhere.
Hey, if you're ever in Philly, hit me up.
I've been. Philly's nice, man. Philly is nice.
How far is Boston? Like 6 hours, 8 hours? Are you like in Boston proper? Or are you like are you outside?
I'm like right by like Gillette Stadium, so like right outside of Boston. Yeah, so I'm like
that's awesome.
But like I think like I could just take a train. I usually when I go to New York, I just jump on the train. It's like a 2-hour train. So I think Philly's like maybe like 4-6 hour train ride. It's not too bad. But yeah, Philly's nice, man. Philly's nice. It's like a great I guess like cultural, like historic city.
Definitely.
You know, Liberty Bell, cheesesteak.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is, right? And you drive the highway. You have the Eagles Stadium. You have all the stadiums right there.
Sixers and shit, who's the hockey team? God damn it, I should the Flyers, that's what it is.
Flyers, yeah.
I don't give hockey and baseball, man, I just never got into.
Yeah. But hey, we'll link up. We'll do this again.
That'd be great, man. I'll be down for sure.
But hey, thank you, chat, for everyone joining in tonight. Hey, before you head out, smash that like button. See if we get up to 400 likes. Appreciate everyone for tuning in as always. And I'll catch you guys Thursday. I'll see you guys Thursday. So catch you guys later. Peace, everyone.